fucking huge.
How much you weighing these days, brother?
I'm like 224 right now.
Damn,
Holy
same.
cow.
Nice.
Hey, have you been doing anything different for this fight camp? I mean, obviously the rounds are 2 minutes. So how have you guys, like, have you had heavier guys come out and just put the pace on you and come out and be super explosive? I mean, because that changes the fight big time, 2-minute rounds.
It's a completely different style of fighting. It's super interesting. And yeah, we're doing the 2-minute rounds in sparring and basically having new heavyweights come in every round at full speed. So getting used to that, but they're 300-pound guys, so it's super tiring. But the sparring feels like a sprint, whereas the normal pro boxing style is much slower. So this is going to be action packed, I think.
This is going to be like a high level smoker, hopefully, where you guys throw hooks till someone falls.
Seriously, I really think it's going to be like a gnarly ass war. I think potentially we could both hurt each other multiple times, and the audience is going to win with the way the rules are set up. You know, if it was 3-minute rounds, I would slow the pace down and just tire him out by the end of it. But he's going to get a lot of rest, you know, as an older guy, and that makes this fight way more even. So I think the rules are set up for the audience to win.
So you haven't really been doing anything different this fight camp, just switching up the sparring, obviously.
Yeah, mostly more like sprinting workouts, less long and more focused on the ATP system, which is like the sprinting. So just a lot of like high intensity for short bursts, and that's really been the biggest difference. And then just trying to eat as much as possible. You know, whenever I notice, as soon as I stop, you know, stuffing myself in each meal, I'll quickly drop to like 221, 220, 219. So just eating a lot more to try and stay up there.
I was going to ask you about that. Heavyweight 224, because what's the lightest you weighed in at so far for a boxing match? What's the lightest?
185.
185, so 224 now. So what's an average day of eating for you?
Yeah, it's like probably like 3,800 calories, 4,000 calories. But, you know, just the usual: eggs, toast, potatoes, steak, chicken, rice. I don't really like vegetables. And then I'll have a peanut butter and jelly as a snack at night. That shit bangs.
That shit bang.
And eating a lot more. I mean, are you timing it pretty good? You eating usually an hour and a half before sparring or your training, or?
I have to eat like 3 hours before sparring.
So you don't poop yourself.
I have slow or puke. Like I have slow digestion. So
is all your coaches the same for this fight as they have been, or have you switched up your coaches a bit?
Yeah, all the same coaches for the past year and a half or so. Mm-hmm. It's been a really good system.
And do you do a good job? Like, I mean, you got all these businesses going, you got so much on your mind. Do you do a good job at shutting it off when it comes to training camp time, or you just dabble? Do you find your days to just dabble in it?
Yeah, it's really interesting. Like this camp, I've basically done nothing, but for literally all my other fights, I've worked, you know, right up to the fight. But for some reason, I've just felt like no calling to do business or to text people or anything like that. I've been really super hyper focused on training. So definitely the business side of things have slowed down over the past couple of weeks. But I think it's, you know, it's the biggest fight I've ever been in. And so I think it's just needed all the attention and focus that I could possibly give to it.
Yeah, it's crazy how much, I mean, you don't realize it, but how much just doing business and thinking all day fucking exhausts you.
It's absurd. And I've for the first time been like sitting here like super bored in between the trainings and stuff, like not doing anything else. But I feel like it's really good because it's giving me more energy. But I feel like I haven't ever experienced that boredom in life where I'm literally like not doing anything besides training.
And do you watch some shows on your downtime, or what do you watch?
Yeah, I'm watching shows. I'm watching a lot of like sports documentaries, a lot of like war movies. using those bits of inspiration and carrying that energy into practice the next day.
And when you guys are doing film, are you watching mostly when he fought Roy Jones?
Yeah, mostly Roy Jones, but also his last fight against McBride. And both of those are, pretty good indicators of what he's going to do, but also his mitt work and some of the sparring clips he's actually put out, which I was surprised by him putting out that much sparring footage.
Yeah, and I'm always curious, are they going to, they got to let Mike use some special supplements a little bit. I mean, 58 years old, having the lifestyle that he's had, his natural testosterone can't be that high, so hopefully he's able to get boosted up a bit.
Well, I mean, there's like a big panel drug test from the Texas State Commission. So
his testosterone can't be 1,600 like Alistair Overeem that one time?
no, I don't think so, no.
Nice.
Damn. Jake Paul live on Netflix.